Hi, welcome back to the Inner Swim YouTube channel. Today I have a nice, short and sweet Yin Yoga practice for your shoulders, specifically shoulders and neck area. So we'll do some lovely movements with some nice, long, deep stretches, all just to free up the shoulders and help you feel good and breathe well. So I'll invite you just to start in a comfortable seated shape. It can look like anything. Just have a seat, get yourself comfortable, get yourself grounded or connected to the floor, the mat, the chair. And maybe you're closing your eyes now. Starting with some nice long breaths in through the nose, out through the nose or mouth. Nice, and just lengthening your breath a little bit more than your normal breathing pattern. Feeling those ribs expand and contract. So you can keep your eyes closed if you like. Just going to start with some really simple movements through the shoulders. So just lifting your right shoulder up toward your right ear. Give it a little tension, a little squeeze, and then drop it down. And switch, lifting left shoulder, give it a little squeeze, and drop it down. And now just a little circle with the right shoulder up and around. And then circling back and up in the opposite direction. Starting to move through the shoulders, torso. Go ahead and do the left side, a little circle back. And a little circle forward. Nice. And now both sides together, circling up and back. And circling back and up and around. Good. See how you feel now? We'll take a couple breaths just to open up our arms nice and wide and just feel all your breathing mechanisms, your lungs, your ribs, everything opening up. Awesome. And when you're ready, go ahead and open up your eyes. We're going to come into an all fours shape. So if you want to pad up your knees with a blanket, or maybe just folding up your yoga mat, we're going to come onto all fours into this steady tabletop shape. So we want our wrists to be just under the shoulders and the palms pressing into the mat. The knees just below the hips and pressing into the mat, so there's a sense of lift. And then just a little movement here through the spine, just a rotation. You're going to balance on your 3 points and lift your right hand up toward the ceiling, expanding and stretching up. And then place the right arm back down, and we're just going to switch. So the right palm plants and the left arm sweeps open. And place it back down. Good. So you can do that again, or you can add a little more rotation. This time reaching the right arm up. And then threading the right arm under the left arm, letting that left elbow bend, and you're just reaching the right arm out. And maybe doing this a couple times. On the right side, nice and easy. Stay nice and long through your spine. And then placing that right palm back down. Let's switch. So the left hand reaches up. And up to you. You don't have to, but we're going to thread that left arm under. And maybe you're just opening up your arm span toward the ceiling. And feeling that rotation. And reaching the left arm back up one more time. And then go ahead and plant both palms. Good, so maybe feeling a little bit of heat in the shoulders now. We're going to sit back onto our heels and just give our arms a little rest. You can stretch your arms forward. Maybe rest your head down on the ground, or even make a pillow with your hands. Nice, so when you're ready, we're going to come back into that tabletop shape, and we're going to switch it up now, coming into a heart-melting yin shape. So we're going to walk our palms forward and keep our thumb right where it is in space, and just start to melt the chest toward the floor. Now what you can do here is bend one elbow in and make a little shelf to rest your head as your other arm stretches long forward. And just letting that opposite arm melt. The armpit melts towards the ground. Relaxing through the knees and the feet. And try to relax a little more into that extended arm. See if your heart doesn't want to come a little closer to the ground. And then we're going to switch. So you can just lift your head, extend the other arm, and bend the other elbow. Just switching and extending out through that other arm. Oh, maybe feeling some differences from side to side, that's okay. Also okay if it's quite intense for you to have your head down like this. We are bringing lots of blood flow into the brain. Just try to keep a relaxed breath through your nostrils. And staying nice and calm with the breath. With just a few more cycles of breathing in and breathing all the way out. And when you're ready, gently, gently press up, back to both elbows, back to both palms, back to table. We're just going to ground the palms here and just let the shoulders integrate that. And nice and grounded through all the fingertips, the knees, tops of feet. And when you're ready, go ahead and sit back onto your heels. If possible, you can sit any way that kind of works for you. We just want to find a nice, long, tall, seated spine. I'm just adding a little fluid movement here again. So we're going to open up our arms, spread the fingers wide, palms are forward, chest is opening forward. And then we're arcing the arms up toward the ceiling, giving my plant a little tickle, and down toward the ground. And keep reaching out through the fingertips. Inhaling up toward the ceiling, feeling that nice lift through your chest, and exhaling down toward the ground. Okay, let's do one more like that. Beautiful. And then we're gonna make our way down onto our bellies. So you can start in your tabletop pose, maybe taking out any blankets or padding under you. And then walking your knees back. We're gonna bring our elbows down, thighs melt down and forward. And just relaxing into this Sphinx shape where we're propped up on the forearms. And you can adjust how far forward or how far back your elbows are. And just finding a position that feels like you can hang out here, enjoying the nice extension through the spine. And letting this pose be like a meditation. A little space to concentrate, maybe on your breathing, maybe on something else. Focusing the mind, feeling the body. Let's take a couple more breaths here. And then we're gonna widen the elbows and slowly lower your chest down, your head. Everything comes down for a rest. So coming into a shoelace style shape here with our arms. Now, as always, you're going to take this to whatever degree works for you and feels sustainable. So the legs and belly, you're just going to stay resting on the ground. We're going to lift up a little bit here and just slide one of your arms out to the opposite side. Palm faces the ceiling. And then your other arm can just reach out long in front. So all we're doing is bringing some weight down onto that arm that's coming across. Maybe feeling some sensation there in the outer arm, in the shoulder. We're just breathing here. letting time do the work. Over time, you might find that the weight of your body massages out any hardness or excess tension in the joint, and you get to soften a little more, create a little more space. If it's possible, and if you wish, you can always rest your head down on the ground or even make a little shelf with your other arm. You can get creative with how you are in the shape. It's your pose. So enjoy just another breath or two, nice and slow. And then you're going to take the weight off of that arm and just let it open up in the opposite direction. Maybe resting your head down. Maybe opening both arms, giving the ground a hug. And then we're going to switch sides, so coming back to center. You're going to weave the opposite arm under, and your other arm goes forward. And try to keep your shoulders pretty level here if possible. Maybe noticing some differences from side to side. That's okay, it's normal. And relaxing more of your weight down. Just let yourself soften here as best you can. And just a few more breaths. And now slowly take your weight off of that arm. Just let it stretch out to the side. You can bring your head down. Give the ground a nice hug. And whenever you feel ready, we're going to plant the palms by your chest. And give your chest a little lift as you reach back through your feet, extending your chest up and forward. Take a nice big breath in. As you breathe out, press into your palms, up and rounding through the shoulders, through your table, and all the way back towards your heels. Nice. So you've done lots of deep work, deep stretching into the shoulder joints. Let's finish with just some nice side bends and a little neck stretch. So we're going to come up to kneeling now. And again, you can pop some padding under your knees if you need. Now let our arms fall right to the side. Then just pick one hand. You're going to flex that hand, flex the palm, and drop your head in the opposite direction. And so just lengthening from the earlobe to the top of shoulder. Relaxing the jaw muscles and the eye. Nice. And lifting back through center. Switch, flex the other palm, dropping the head right to the side here, earlobe, the shoulder. And lifting back through the center. A little bigger side bend now. We're going to reach that first arm that you flex, the first palm. You reach that arm up and take a little side bend over. Stay nice and balanced through your knees. Gonna lift back through the center. Let that arm float down and the other one comes up. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale as you bend. Tucking the tailbone slightly under. We're gonna lift up tall and just do that once more in either direction. So nice deep breath in, tucking the tailbone and bending over. Inhaling through the center. Exhale to switch. Inhale, get long. Exhale, side bending. Inhale, get long, reach. And exhale, both hands come down. And just inviting you to have a little seat here as we seal off our yoga practice for today. Maybe you'd like to join me in bringing the palms together and lifting the elbows so that your arms are parallel to the ground and the fingers are pointed up. Palms are gently pressing into each other and bringing your thumbs to press gently in the center of your chest. Bowing your head here, connecting head and heart. Taking a pause for gratitude here. Grateful to move, to be breathing. Grateful for the time and the space to be here. And I thank you so very much for joining me today. Namaste. Thank you. I hope you're feeling good, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you love yoga practices like these, and I'll see you next time. Bye.